Another really awesome concept is how our vision works, how our eye works. We are limited in viewing, so this concept is called peripheral vision. What you see directly in front of your eyes or in the middle of your eyes is called your central vision, which is very clear. What you see off to the sides or on the sides of your main vision is peripheral vision. Now, the basic limit of peripheral vision is that you can't see clearly in your peripheral vision. It is all blurred. Everything is blurred. You cannot see in peripheral vision. Now, a simple exercise to see how our peripheral vision works. If you try to focus on this screen or slide or the heading of the screen, and if you try to read the text below it, you will fail. It will be a bit blurred. You cannot see it clearly. So if you are focusing on some area, the area around it is all blurred. You cannot see what's happening there or what is written there. Let's see how our eyes works with this diagram and how this peripheral and central vision affects our user experience or how we see and interpret things. Now you can see in the middle, our center of gaze is most clear. It is for details. In the middle, we can see very clearly. It is just some focus area, and I'm going to show you how much it is. And on the right side, you can see on the sides, the first area is near peripheral vision. We have some blurry area over here. We don't have too much blur. Then in the mid peripheral area, we have more blur. Now on the far left, far peripheral vision, we cannot see anything clearly. It is all very blurred. Now let's talk about the limit of peripheral vision. Your peripheral vision is very weak on the right and the left or on the edges, and it is very clearest in the center. So central vision is used for seeing details, while peripheral vision is more experienced on seeing motion. So if someone just move on the right side of your shoulder and he tries to hit you, you are going to duck instantly. Why? Because your nature has implemented this peripheral vision that we can respond to the motion very clearly. So if some animal or some dangerous thing or some car or some cycle is coming from the right and it is blurry in that vision, and if something moves very quickly, you are going to guess it, or our mind is going to interpret it. So this is how peripheral vision works. It is better at detecting motion. Now let's talk about how much the visual field is for peripheral vision and central vision. Now our visual field is almost 170 degree around us, and 100 degree is comprising of the peripheral vision. So most of it is peripheral vision. We cannot see most of the things around us clearly. Let's try to see how this peripheral vision is important in designing digital interfaces. When you are designing some messages or notifications, you need to keep them in the central vision. And if you cannot keep it in the central vision or very close to where the user is looking, then you need to move it. You need to use some motion to show the user that something happened or some error happened. So what designers do is they try to use the motion, which is called pop effect or pop-up effect, to focus the attention of user. So user can instantly see that something is going on the right or on the bottom of the screen, and it will allow user to find the information easily. Another way to cater this peripheral vision is sound. You can move things, and you can also give some sound, like you have seen help bubbles coming on in different websites. They come up with some sound and animation. So you can easily get to their attention that something is happening in this area. Now, central vision is very limited. Everything on the screen that is not in the 1 or 2 centimeters of your click location, then it is going to fall in the peripheral vision, where resolution is very low. Everything is blurred. If you are using some form or you are using some button and user is going to click it, then your error message or success message should be very close to that button he just clicked. So if user is viewing on any object or he's focusing on anything on your screen, the error message or anything you want to give feedback to the user about what he is doing, it needs to be very close to the user's central vision. So this is how peripheral vision and central vision works. I will show you some examples in the next lesson. So let's move on to the next lesson.